Hey guys, Steven here. I'm with Zach King from Approach. Today we're going to be covering 5 different exercises that you can do, mobility tools that you can use to help with just thoracic mobility. A lot of people have a problem with that. They're actually rotating using their lower back to actually help with using the thoracic spine, and we want to switch that out. We want to actually open all of that up. So I'm going to let Zach intro himself, and then he's going to cover all these exercises for you in kind of like a small mini series that we're going to do.
Hi, I'm Zach King, founder of Approach, human movement approach. Today we're going to go over some thoracic mobility, not just extension, but we're going to go into rotation. We're ultimately put that into a realistic application that kind of hardens those patterns. With thoracic mobility, you see a lot of extension or wall sits, just trying to get everything pushed back and posture all spry, but people aren't usually patterning that into movement that is relative to the whole structure. So that's what we're going to do today, is give you 5 exercises that help you use all that stuff. So what we're going to do first is kind of the classic foam roller extension for the mid-spine. You're going to come to the floor, set that right behind the low rib, or wherever your curvature is a little exaggerated. We're going to go to 3 different spots here. So what we want to do is hips stay down, the ribs stay down. Usually we get a lot of this happening, and that's a low back extension or low back hyperextension rather than a mid-spine extension. So we're going to keep those ribs down. We're going to interlace the fingers like so, set them at the base of the occipital or base of the skull, and we're going to kind of pull them up to keep our neck from extending as well, or flexing. And then so here, keeping those ribs back, elbows together, we're not going to force or swing ourselves into this. We're going to let ourselves melt initially, and then I want everyone to take a big deep belly breath here. And on the exhale, maybe some new room opens up. And we're going to do that 3 times in 3 different segments, and that way we can get that opened up initially. And from there, really good idea to add some weight to the mix to kind of preserve that opening. So what we're going to do now is a kind of like a pullover. I'm going to use a kettlebell because I like the way you can grip it. We're going to go up into, push this over the sternum, keep the elbows very straight. We're going to keep the back of the neck long, not like this. So pushing ourselves down into the floor. Straight elbows, shoulders not hopped up, down. And we're going to slowly lower while we're also pushing our fingers toward one another. So using the chest as an adductor, which is very uncommon these days. So squeezing that kettlebell, keeping the low back to the floor, elbows straight. Maybe you can go all the way down. If you have any discomfort, stop and go back up to the top, and that's your range of motion for now. So this is helping with a little bit of weight bearing, keep that extension in the spine, and it feels really good after opening that up on the foam roller. So adding a little bit of weight is always a good idea. So I'm going to let this down. You can do about 6 to 10 of those for however many sets you'd like to do. And now we're going to transition up into a half kneeling for the rest of it.